almost at the halfway. So I'm not even halfway done. It's kind of like the situation with Okami where I was hoping that I was like getting closer to being done with it all the time, but there was always leagues more to go. So that's a bit concerning.
You've returned safe from...
If I'm not even halfway, that's a...
Welcome back.
Looks like
knows?
there's still got guards watching him.
You must be tired. Please enjoy your stay.
I was supposed to cover games for freaking Mad Lad May in the month of May. This is probably going to take me past June at this point if I'm not even halfway through.
That Cumore punk is really a lousy guy.
Why are there so many lousy guys in the world?
It's probably some kind of disease.
It's gotta be the disease they call stupidity.
So you do catch on. I bet you're right.
I wonder why they're trying to capture Pharaoh.
I don't know, but at this rate, they're gonna send all of the adults in the town out into the desert.
And once the adults
It's going to be like that one Jimmy Neutron movie.
The children's turn next.
For
No,
what?
that
For what
can't
purpose?
happen. If I just spoke to him as a representative of the Imperial family.
Are you forgetting what happened in Heliord?
Yeah, Estelle. He didn't care that you were the princess at all.
He's not the kind of person who'll reasonably listen to the words of a princess.
Whatever happened to the talk of going to Nordopolica?
We were just there!
So should we help the townspeople or should we help ourselves?
Ugh.
Rita,
Don't you want to know what the Antelikeia is thinking? If so, you should put this whole business with Cumore out of your mind for the time being.
It's a strange feeling to be agreeing with you, but I think we should focus on meeting Belius for now.
I tried to do that game.
Even if we captured Cumore, we wouldn't have the authority to try him for his crimes. If we can't do anything about him, we should focus on what we actually can do.
if only Flynn were here.
Flynn? But where is he?
I wish I knew. Guess we can't kill two birds with one stone, huh?
I'm sorry, Estelle. We don't mean to be ganging up on you. It disgusts me too, to imagine that,
Is that an audio
jerk
hiccup?
snoring all nice and cozy in his bed right now. But
Rita, I understand.
Lock up a guy like that, and as soon as he's released, he'll just end up doing the same thing again.
Yep, you know what they say. The only cure for stupidity is death.
Wow. That went some kind of way.
The only cure for stupidity is death. I guess I'll have to play by my own rules.
Started with everyone. He's not gonna freaking murder again, is he?
Cumore.
Falcon kick.
Yuri, it's you.
Nobody sleeps with the blankets on, and not just this game, but video games in general. Most of the time.
What are you doing here? Someone come quick. You would cross swords with a noble? Very well. I accept your challenge. No! How could this? You talk too much, Cumore. The time's come for you to make your exit. Do you have any idea the trouble you're in for even pointing that thing at me? Wait! I'm not the one to blame. I've just been following orders. I had no choice. Then don't hate me. Hate whoever gave you your orders. Wait! How about this? I could use my authority to pardon all of your crimes. A fresh start. I may even be able to have you reinstated as a knight. I have no shortage of money. With enough money, I'm sure I could satisfy your every wish. Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want. There's only one thing I want from you. And what might that? No, stop! Stay back! Don't come any closer, you beast! I am Kilmore, the captain of the Imperial Knights, the man destined to become Commandant! Ah! I beg you, spare my life! Please, no! Not like this! I don't want to go like this! Tell me, how many times have you heard those very words?
My people have taken control of things here. The residents of this town won't suffer any longer.
That ought to put you one step closer to your next promotion. I'm heading back to the others.
Yuri, we need to talk later.
I know.
I'll be waiting, down at the lake.
Who'd have guessed this town could ever be this lively?
Yes, it's a great relief to know the people here can live freely again.
I'm still in shock that Flynn actually came.
That was amazing timing!
But Cumore might just cause more pain somewhere else.
You watch. Flynn will have that guy behind bars in no time. Right, Yuri?
Oh, yeah.
Yuri? Raven, you're gonna catch a cold.
He wore himself out playing with all the children. You'd think he was 12 years old.
Welcome back.
They're still going out there. I can't keep up with them.
What happened to Patty?
She's still dancing. I really don't get kids.
I saw you having a good time, though. You're an awesome dancer, Rita.
Shut up.
I've seen like speech bubble kind of annoyance marks before. I've never seen somebody take the freaking / and just make it red and use that for okay.
Huh? The old man's asleep already?
That was quick. Yuri?
Just gonna go have a word with Flynn. I'll be back.
Okay, something I would like to say about those last cutscenes after seeing Yuri just commit murder a second time, this time on Cumore there. I was talking earlier about how there hasn't been like a massive ton of like moments and parts in the story that have maybe been like, man, I really gotta see how this plays out and such, because it's like super duper interesting what's going on here and how could that possibly go. Those last scenes definitely did that for me. Those last scenes with like Yuri doing that kind of thing definitely are the kind of things that make me go like, whoa, that's crazy. How is this gonna play out? you know, stuff like that definitely does make me go, whoa, what the heck? He's freaking going at it again. How the heck is this gonna play out in the story, especially when that kind of information comes out about like stuff that he's been doing and stuff like that. Like there's times like that, like for example, now I really want to go see what Yuri and Flynn have to say to one another. So this game definitely is not like completely absent from like parts in the story that, you know, make me want to really see how they play out. But I feel like there might not be enough of them because most of the time I have a hard time following a lot of the overall story. But there are definitely times like that that do suddenly make it be like, okay, now I want to see what happens here. Like I was talking before about how when I was stumped at Nordopolica earlier, like if I had in theory just like closed the game right there and, you know, put it down, that if I wasn't a content creator, I probably wouldn't have had the motivation to pick it up again because of, you know, I didn't know what I needed to do next. There wasn't stuff going on in the story at the moment that made me really need to see how it played out or whatnot. But if I wasn't a content creator and in theory I closed the game like right here, then I'd just be like in hot anticipation of my next session that I could come back into the game and see how things play out from there. Like that was a very good job of freaking, you know, having a part in the story that's like, whoa, how is this gonna play out? How is this gonna freaking, how are things gonna go? And it definitely does make me excited to see how, you know, the whole thing plays out, because I have heard like good things about the story of this game. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. But yeah, let's see here. I saw the note about the game audio being a bit low, so I turned it up a little bit in the middle of those cutscenes. I turned it up a few decibels to like make it, you know, a bit of a better difference. I didn't want to turn it up too much so that anybody like watching that turned up their volume would suddenly have like their ears blasted or anything like that, but I did turn up a smidge, and maybe this will be like the standard audio level that we go up for a little while. But yeah, Yuri's out here being a freaking vigilante. I know that during his first murder thingamabob, I'm pretty sure I called that episode Vigilante Justice. So, now what am I gonna call this episode, or the last episode, depending on how I cut this up into parts? Like, because I've already used the title Vigilante Justice. Like you said, this game is one of the top 3 Tales games. Yeah, I do wonder how this is gonna play out. So this is stuff I missed before.
Why don't you have a seat?
You said we needed to talk?
Also, let me just say, that is a freaking hella good shot with great symbolism. Like, you gotta love it in, like, films and games and media and yada yada, when there's, like, really cinematic kind of shots that are also really symbolic. Like, this is such a good example of when Flynn asked Yuri if he could have a seat, rather than having a seat and both looking forward together over the lake and, you know, sharing some of the same goals and yada yada, that kind of thing, like you'd have expected them to earlier in the playthrough. Now he's sitting and like facing the complete wrong way, like towards town where there's much less interesting stuff going on, with one's back faced to one another, almost as if they're talking in secret and looking different ways, like they've got completely different agendas now and might not have the same moral stance anymore. And I think that, I just wanted to say that's really cool symbolism, I think.
Tell me, why did you kill Tumor? You know it's not our place to pass sentence on the crimes of others. He was to be punished in accordance with the laws.
And just what laws do you think would have punished him? The same laws that failed to punish Rigaud? Give me a break.
Yuri, you...
The laws have always been the tools of whoever happens to hold all the chips.
Just saying that doesn't make it right for individuals to judge right from wrong, or for you to operate your own private court of law. If the laws are at fault, then fixing those laws comes first. It's for that very reason that I'm still with the Imperial Knights.
But you can't deny that lives were saved because those bastards were put down. You'd rather tell those people, sorry you have to die today, I promise we'll change things soon.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
They're out there, you know. People so bad they'll just go on hurting others. What can the average person do but be victimized by people like that? You know it was the same way with our people in the lower quarter.
Even so, Yuri, what you're doing isn't right. Do you intend to rain your justice down on all the villains of the world? That's the behavior of a common criminal.
I recognize it for what it is, and I've made my choices. Murder is a crime.
And even knowing that, you intend to dirty your hands.
Intend to? I already have.
So this is the path you've chosen.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I won't. But it seems you don't yet understand the full weight of your choices. As a knight, I cannot overlook your crimes.
Captain, I finally found you!
What is it?
Our barricade of Nordopolica has been completed. Also, it appears that the hunting blades are on the move. Sir, we must go to Nordopolica quickly. Captain!
Understood.
Sir!
Yuri? I know you better than anyone alive, Yuri. If you insist on walking down the path of a criminal.
Oh, wait! Repeat! Yuri.
So, you heard it all?
I'm sorry.
Are you afraid of me, Estelle? If you are, you can quit right here. Join Flynn and go back to the castle.
I'm not going back.
Hey,
It's true the things you've done are against the law, but I'm confused. It's also true that your actions saved the lives of others.
you never know. Someday I might turn my blade on you.
You'd never do something like that without a reason. If you ever end up pointing your sword at me, I'm sure I will have done something to deserve it.
If you're going to go with Flynn, now's your chance. You seem like he was in a hurry.
No, I'm gonna continue on this journey with you. It's what I want. Traveling with you, I know I'll find the right path for myself, too. So what I'm thinking is... here's to the road ahead.
Thanks.
So out of place, the in theme.
Oh, I haven't sawed logs like that for a good long while.
Yeah, it's called oversleeping.
We're ready to hit the road, so get that sleep out of your eyes.
Hey, old man, your eyes are all droopy.
What? That's not good.
Jeez.
Huh? There are fewer knights than before.
Yeah, Flynn and his crew went back to Nordopolica.
That must mean they were traveling by night.
Was there some emergency they had to deal with?
They wanted to eat some fish, so they went back to Nordopolica.
Oh, come on, Patty. They're not like you.
Maybe they had to take care of the monsters from the Colosseum.
I'll bet Palestrale requested the help of the knights.
We'll have to wait and see. Well, it's just that Flynn said something about a barricade.
Barricade? What could that mean?
We need to build a
Are they
wall.
here to arrest Bellius for what happened in the Great War?
I can't imagine that Palestrale would be outmaneuvered that easily by the knights.
I get the feeling this is gonna get messy.
Maybe we should think twice about heading back to Nordopolica for now.
But the new moon's almost here. If we miss this chance, who knows when we might meet Bellius again?
If I can't go to Nordopolica, I can't get on a ship. If I don't get on a ship, I won't be able to find the Maristella or recover my memory.
That's all well and good. I'm just not in a hurry to get tangled up with that armor-wearing bunch.
Me neither.
We'll just have to be careful, like always. No use panicking about it.
Don't forget, I want to take a look at the air crane and Kados.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. All right, let's head out.
Reunited with everyone! Nice! We did the thing!
Things are bound to improve here in Mantake, now that Flynn's liberated the town.
They did allow the ringleader to escape, though.
Cumore? Flynn will catch him in no time, right, Yuri?
Oh yeah, sure he will.
Is something wrong? He looked troubled.
Estelle's not her usual perky self either.
That's not true. I'm as happy as you all are that Mantake's been freed.
If you say so.
I feel like things are starting to get serious, huh? Also, Enma, it seems like you're having fun with freaking DBD over there, huh? But yeah, when it comes to those scenes, that was probably one of the biggest moments in this game. Huge serious talks with Flynn and Yuri. I mean, it's not a huge story part, but it just showed development between their relationship with each other. Yeah, and I think that so far those have been like some of my favorite cutscenes. What immediate cuts?
Good day.
Are you going to the Wizened of Kados?
Yes, we are. Why do you ask?
The Imperial Knights have sealed off passage through Kados. It's not just here. They've set up blockades at all of the routes through the mountains.
Blockades? Why would they?
I don't know all the details, but I heard that it has something to do with some danger in Nordopolica.
What should we do? We need to get to Nordopolica before the new moon.
I wish I could help, but they wouldn't even let me through, and I have a travel permit.
Are you a member of the Fortunes Market?
Yes.
How'd you get your permit?
The Empire issues travel permits to Fortune's Market so that its members can travel wherever they want. At least, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that little speech bubble pointer that is supposed to show that it's coming from that person. Yeah, that's totally pointing at Carol.
Right, but the Imperial Knights wouldn't let me go any further. I'm going back to Mantake, since there's no way to get around them.
Should we go back to Mantake and chill out too?
Chill out
What are
too.
we gonna do?
Patty is so all over the place. Sometimes she's like, yar, pirate tropes. Sometimes she's like, oh, should we go there and like chill out for a hot second? And sometimes she's just like, you mess with my flock and you get my Glock.
Do you think Flynn ordered the blockades?
I couldn't say. Either way, we can't afford to be stuck here for much longer.
Yes, it'll be a lot of trouble if we miss the new moon.
But I don't think they'd let us through, even if we asked nicely.
Well, to be honest, we can go take a look and think about how to get in. The hard part will only come once we've gotten inside.
What do you mean, once we've gotten inside?
They set up blockades to make it hard to get out of the mountains. Getting inside shouldn't be nearly as tough. I think that much is safe to assume.
Well then, should we go back to Mantake to do some final preparations?
No, we're fine. Let's go like we are.
Okay, well.
Your friend is quite talented, considering the ease with which he saved Mantake.
Who, Flynn? That was nothing for him.
You know him really well, don't you, Yuri?
Well, we've hung around together since we were kids.
You don't hang around together much anymore, though.
Me with everybody I grew up
Yuri?
with. Is the case anyway. But yeah, don't worry about Rip. Oh, another cutscene! And yeah, we were just at Nordopolica. It sucks.
Flynn Brigade.
The Flynn Brigade, is that what it's called? Anyway, I'll read the stuff there. I think some speech bubbles are supposed to be located right at them, but because the text speech is so long, the bubble expands up more to where it should be. Probably, but I would just think that like the little marker would move to like a more center point. Like this one's centered.
So,
Or close to
that's the
center.
blockade?
Yeah, looks like it was Flynn's brigade's doing after all. But what are those monsters doing here?
Perhaps they've been tamed by the Knights?
Is that how you spell that pronunciation of perhaps?
This brigade is reminding me of Flynn less and less. What the hell is Flynn doing with his knights anyway?
With hardcore tactics like this, there ain't any doubt in my mind this has something to do with the talk of Bellius engineering the Great War.
So how do we get past this checkpoint?
Huh?
What if I pull out my gun like I do and...
Seriously? Let's do that. And then?
What could they
show
be
them my
talking
Glock?
about?
Old man, do you mind keeping it down?
Sorry. Now that sounds like fun. How about this?
What the hell?
It was an explosive arrow. It's like a Legend of Zelda bomb arrow.
Let's go now.
Hey, don't leave this old man behind. What the? Come back, you!
Yuri Lowell!
See ya! Have fun!
That totally wasn't the tone that you would expect for something like that. Just seemed kind of whack. Okay, bye!
That was pretty slick, old man.
What are you saying? That was all thanks to Patty. Humans work a lot harder when they get rewarded, don't they?
Rewarded? What are you talking about?
That's our little secret. It's just between us, right, Patty?
If only I had the freaking soundboard effect for like the freaking Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Dun dun.
So annoying.
Because yeah, if only I had that soundboard effect.
What is that nonsense?
It's probably some useless promise of theirs. Anyway, let's keep moving.
Well,
Only the Empire has enough power to cut off all the ways in and out of a whole town.
Well, the Guild's power is totally different. The Union would never try something like this.
It's the Empire's style. Crush problems with everything they've got. What are they after? Who do they think they are, sealing off all the roads like this?
I think the answer to that lies in Nordopolica. We should hurry before we're caught.
yeah, we were at Nordopolica a bit earlier, but now we can go back for real. Also, Anima almost caught up to the part where you're at. I was under the impression that this was a game that like you'd beaten already like 3,000 years ago or something like that. Not. Oh, and there's like guards here now. Interesting. Not like something that was semi-recently going on and haven't been beaten yet and such. But yeah. So it was doing it before Monster Hunter Rise came out. I have still only played the one game on the Switch of that Double Cross or whatever the heck. That I remember briefly playing with Anima for a little while, but it just didn't seem like the kind of thing I could get into. Not my cup of tea. I'm on the Xbox 360 but not the definitive version. Gotcha. Also, on OBS, it shows the game audio level getting very close to like the volume of my voice. Is my voice difficult to hear when we're in battle? Because it looks like, you know, it is getting a little bit close. It is getting a little bit sketchy, so that's why I turned it down before. Now it's turned back up to like its standard kind of thing. But I am a bit concerned about potentially being hard to hear. So let me know if the audio levels are okay, or if I should maybe turn down the game audio a little bit, because it looks like it might be a bit loud. Yeah, I'm louder than the game. It does show that I'm like louder than the game, but not by a lot according to OBS. This is new. That's new, apparently. Where's that? If only there was some sort of a better order. But yeah.
So what was that deal you were talking about?
A deal? What sort of deal? With who?
You said something about a deal with the old man when we were in Kados. Don't tell me you forgot.
No. I haven't forgotten.
She forgot. So it's a secret, is it?
I'll tell you, Yuri, since I can trust you.
I appreciate it.
If he works hard here, I'll teach him Judy's measurements.
You really know how his mind works, don't you?
It's not exactly a mystery.
What's up? Shouldn't we be hurrying along?
Hey, you're not as young as you used to be. Let's take it easy.
Seconded.
Well, what do you mean?
Well then. But yeah, you're louder than the game earlier. It was lower during the... Yeah, I know that the cutscenes were like especially quieter. But I worry about like the battles being too loud. Is what the big concern is.
Hey, this is no game. Seriously.
This is no game. In fact, the stream is actually over. Nah.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Combining Patty's brain with my technique.
2 heads are better than 1.
Yeah, but they went and sealed off a dangerous place like this just to isolate Nordopolica. These guys mean business.
Seriously, even bringing monsters to help?
Whatever they're doing, it can't be good.
I can't believe that Flynn would order something like this.
Hey, what What kind of person is Flynn?
He's Yuri's friend. I've heard they've known each other since they were children.
Sometimes orders coming down from the top don't make sense. The meaning can get lost going down the chain of command. When a brigade gets big and famous enough, things can start to get out of hand.
You certainly know a lot about these things. Makes sense for someone in Altosk.
Things can end up like that no matter what the organization.
What worries me is how much of a hand Flynn had in all this.
I'm sure we'll get a good understanding of that as soon as we can get to Nordopolica.
That's right. But we should be on our guard. Even though I find it hard to believe that they've conquered Nordopolica by force.
Yeah, I think the Palestrale would have a problem with that.
Sorry, Rita. You won't get much time to investigate the Air Krene.
Ugh, oh well. I don't have much choice. It'd be bad if they caught up to us.
Exactly. Come on, let's get going.
Yuri sure is enthusiastic.
He won't say it, but I reckon he's just worried about his friend.
Do Flynn and Yuri really have that strong of a bond?
Well, could call it strong, I guess. Maybe. What? Are you jealous?
I'll have to hold a strategic meeting to stop Yuri from being snatched away from me.
Well then, also, no, you can hear the battle, but barely? What, you can barely hear the battle? Or you can barely hear my voice over the battle? Because, like, the battle looks very loud on OBS, is the thing. And if I'm talking like this, then I do worry about, you know, me being super easy to hear over the battle. It is a little bit of a concern. Should I start turning off auto? I've just been kind of, hey, look at this new story. I've just been kind of wanting to, like, not use my brain and just ramble for a while. The battle's low. It looks so loud freaking on OBS. To the point that I've been concerned about if my voice can be heard over it. Are you just sure it's low? You have what now? I'm gonna listen to the stream in a stream here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna listen to the stream in a stream here. Gosh darn it, this is way too low of a thing. I'm loud. Hold on. This is way too low of a thing. I'm loud. Hold on. Well, I don't even know. There's so low of a stream delay that's not really good for testing. I'm loud? That's good. I should be loud. Right? That's good. That means that I'm, like, clearly audible.
Ooh, I think I'm in.
Right? Right. I'm supposed to be loud. Because it sucks when you go to streams and, you know, somebody can't be heard over the game and whatnot. So I think audio's fine, probably. Dang it, man. So I think the audio is fine, right? When did Carol get that? I know he's had it for a little while, but now I'm taking the time to, like, properly look at it and just see how freaking absurd that is. Now I'm getting used to just, like, freaking playing the game with my brain off. Like, I've usually just done this when grinding, but now I'm, like, rambling and stuff, and, like...
Good job, Spot.
Well, I guess I'll put it back into freaking manual. Well...
Try not to take too long, okay?
Sure. It's completely inactive now, and it was overflowing so much before. Is that how the air was controlled? How could a monster do something like that?
Is that Air Krene safe now?
We'll be in trouble if air shoots out of it like before.
Whoa, audio, why?
It doesn't look like you have to worry about that.
So why'd the air suddenly shoot out before?
That's what's puzzling me.
Maybe it was just a natural phenomenon?
The probability of that is low at best. If that was the case, it should be emitting air at regular intervals.
If air were emitted that frequently, it'd have an effect on the environment.
Like how the plants grew so unnaturally in Cave Mock.
Looks pretty normal around here to me.
So perhaps something else interfered with the air Krene and caused it to discharge air? What could do that? Only a formula or blastia could affect air like that.
That sounded like a freaking weird cat.
Damn, that would be our fan club. Seems like these knights are just as dedicated as the captain himself. Rita, let's go. Are you done looking at the air crane?
Just let me think a little more.
If you just need time to think, you'll have plenty of time once we've gotten out of here.
All right.
Oh, okay.
If the air crane was disturbed by...
Did you figure anything out?
It's still too early to say. I've got some leads, but it's nothing I can be sure of yet.
Well, make sure and let us know when you've nailed it down.
I will.
All right, let's head out.
And it'll probably involve you.
Yeah, whale? What the heck? Anyway, when you said freaking post-game dialogue, I was so confused for a hot second. You meant like the post-battle thingamabob. So that's apparently how the whole thing plays out. Maybe I should have freaking let it play out. Maybe I should have done that. Well, okay. Now I've gone through this enough that I should just know the way out. Should be able to, and this time we can actually go back to Nordopolica for real. This time we can actually go there for real. Last time was a freaking not real time. But this time is the real time. Where, hey, cutscene, saved by the bell from that monster.
Cover.
Oh.
Huh. Guess it's only natural they're guarding this end, too.
Patty, do you have any ideas for getting through? Raven, can you do something like you did before?
Best not to press your luck when the knights are taking their work so seriously.
You could just say that there isn't another cage monster right beside there, like, is really...
They don't look
evident,
that
but-
serious from here.
I say, woe is me! How has our illustrious Schwann Brigade ever been reduced to playing backup for Flynn? Enough complaining. If you don't like it, we better produce some results.
Whoa, audio hiccup, why?
There they are! Capture them!
They found us.
What is this? You three, don't let him escape! If it isn't Mr. Yuri Lowell.
Hey, LeBlanc. It's been a while.
And Your Highness.
What are we gonna do?
Oh well. Here goes nothing.
Why does that run look so derpy?
Attention! Yes, sir!
Not sure what's going on, but now's our chance.
What?
Huh? Whoa!
Raven, what did you do?
It's nothing. Enough standing around. They'll catch up in no time if we don't get moving.
We can't miss this chance.
Yeah, let's head for Nordopolica, quick.
Oh, okay, yeah, that all, that's a thing that happened, I guess, I suppose. I thought that was gonna be like a mini boss battle right there, but no, we just skedaddle past. That works for me. That works for me. Anyway, Guzma, a lot of the post-battle dialogue changes throughout the game depending on how far you are into the story. Huh. That is interesting. I'll keep an eye out for the different post-battle dialogue and such. Processing will make way more sense later on. Alrighty, I'll take your word for it. Gosh darn it, why? Why you do this to me? We're going back to manual. This is what we do. I gotta freaking actually play this game for once instead of just having my brain off. Smackaroo? Never mind, I'm gonna miss the Smackaroo. Oh man! Carol reminded me of Swiper. Swiper right there. I kind of mixed up.
Hey, that kind of hurt.
I mean, he did freaking unscrew the lugs on that one cart there. He's got to be some kind of a crazy powerhouse. What the heck was I about to say? I don't even remember anymore. I don't even remember anymore. I was about to say something, and then the freaking thing happened. I didn't even remember. Take that and this. Have fun. But yeah, manual thought I had it on semi. I wasn't doing freaking full auto for a little while because I was freaking, you know, rambling and stuff for the past little while. So I was just letting my brain get turned off and freaking do things. Welp. Dead said help. Welp. Immediate cutscene when we enter here, right?